Have you noticed a lot of, I mean, one of our biggest things that we feel we can bring to these centers that we talked about from day one is like bringing new folks to the facility that have never been there before. If you had to
That
shoot from the hip,
that is 100%. And like I'll give an example. I think on the first weekend, Colin, you might have seen it with me. There was a lady who comes in with two boys. Now they're probably 16, 14 years old. She's parked in our parking lot for 10 years, yet she's never been in the building. Yet Verse brought her in. That's a pretty cool thing. I'm like, you're 16 and 14-year-old kids, you park in this building 10 years and you've never come in? Come on. That was really cool. And we get such a different dynamic with this that you just don't see these type of people coming in. And that's what I told Josh too. I'm like, I'm getting different clientele that I've never had, never seen. I'm getting couples more. I'm getting an elderly crowd in. I mean, during the week, I mean, I had a lady from Michigan yesterday or 2 days ago that I was like, what are you guys doing here? Because I always love to ask that question. She's like, oh, we're from Michigan. We're just down here visiting family. And you wanted to stop in here? She's like, yeah, and then we'll just go home. I said, okay. But you don't see that often. That was really neat. And it's a really neat thing that we can provide something that's completely different, completely new, and just different for our clientele. And I think that's also helps with walk-ins because these people that have been around here in this area have seen the same things over and over and over. This they've never seen. You can go down the street and we have two giant virtual reality places here. You have giant centers. You don't have this. So the conversion of new people is absolutely just incredible. We're real happy with and that was something Josh talked about with Velocity. It's like, how was your ramp up? And I said, to be honest, we didn't have one. We threw it together and there it was. we didn't do anything to market right away. And I said we were already doing really well with having it on Easter weekend, having it on all those things. And I was telling him, I said, for where we started at, because we didn't have much time, I said, if you look at what Laserdome did, you guys would have 2 months to prepare for their launch, or a month and a half on the marketing side.
Yep.
So there was so much more time. And with us, and I said, there wasn't much, and you still got a lot for that first weekend, even on Easter weekend. When we're never busy on Easter weekend, especially Easter. And we still got a lot of engagement. So I was very happy with that overall. But so far, I've been very happy with where it's going. Every time I have talked to somebody, I haven't talked to but one person, myself, that they have been here constantly. That's it, one person. Out of probably, I've spoken to 100 to 200 people, one person is been here. I'm like, you got to be kidding. And I ask them all the time, where did you find us? It's Facebook 95% of the darn time. So it's like, you got to be kidding me. I'm like, they found a few times, they found my magazine and stuff like that and my post, but it's mostly yours. So, I have to give you guys mass credit for that. You guys weren't joking when you said, listen, we know how this marketing thing works on our side for this product. So